Well, Lester, James Biden told the House committees investigating President Joe Biden that his brother did not have any direct or indirect involvement in any of his work. This despite Republican claims that James Biden was using his connections to his brother to drum up business. Now, those same House Republicans today are brushing off concerns around the indictment of former FBI informant Alexander Smirnov, who claimed that Biden was involved in a bribery scheme involving his son's businesses. Special counsel David Weiss has accused Smirnov of lying to the FBI and also being involved with a Russian intelligence official. Now, that indictment enough for Democrats to say that it is time for the impeachment inquiry to come to an end. Republicans, though, are rejecting that push. Lester?
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.